Hey, yo, what's the deal? Cody on Chain, episode 4 of the 100 Sol NFT flipping challenge. And I gotta get right into it, guys. We made some moves this week. And can I just start by saying that this is my favorite video to make every single week. I love making all my videos. The community is cool, but my favorite people are the ones that watch these videos right here. All I see is nice things in the comments. I talk to all of you. This is the favorite video. Let's keep it going. Episode 4, let's dive into it. So the last time you saw me, we were at 18.6 Sol from our start of 10 Sol. But if I open up my wallet right now, you'll see that there's only 16.8 Sol. But don't worry, I didn't fumble the bag. As you can see, we've been busy. The first page is only the last hour, and a majority of the page before it was just today as well. Let's recap every play I've made this week. The first play was right here 4 days ago. I bought something for 0.79. I bought one of these things, a meta cap. Not a good play. I ended up selling that meta cap for 0.5 Sol the next day. And then the plays got worse. The next thing I did was buy something for 0.69. If you go to my sell tab, you can see that it's this thing, this little masked pet that I have sitting at the floor that I just undercut because I just want to get rid of this thing for 0.15 Sol, another L. Okay, so at this point, we're down about 1 Sol. We need to get a win under our belt. We need to get some momentum. And that's where Bull Empire comes in. I was hanging out on Solsniper, and I'll show you that in just a second. But the volume was insane. The listings were going down, the floor price was going up, and one of my favorite metrics is showing the floor price compared to what's priced 10 spots above the floor. There was a huge gap. It was almost a 2 Sol gap, and that means only 10 need to be sold for you to reach a 2 Sol profit. So I ponied up 10.85 Sol to get 1 Bull Empire. I immediately listed it at 12.9, about 15 spots away from the floor. I think it sold within 6 minutes. Okay, so now I went from being down 1 Sol in the week to being up 1 Sol. My next play is my favorite play so far. Right now is a good time for me to tell you guys can follow me on Twitter. I started a new Twitter at CodyOnChain. I'll put it up on the screen and I'll show you why. These next plays I was posting before I was even doing them. Quick little behind the scenes of the 10 Sol to 100 Sol flipping challenge. Shout out to you guys. Been a tough week on secondary, but took a shot on Bull Empire, which I just told you about, and made a quick 2 Sol scalp. I guess it ended up being about 25 minutes until they sold, not 6 minutes. I'm a liar. But here's the big trade of the week. Right here, we're seeing some good volume right here on Bull Empire, and I'm loving my entry price of 6.8 for Galaxity. At the time, we were seeing the price rip through 8, and I bought 2 of them at 6.8 Sol a piece. You can see my 2 buys right here at 6.75 and 6.98. This Project Galaxity is actually a minting tool for Solana Mint, and I wanted to get 2 just in case I wanted to hold one and use it. What I ended up doing was I loved the volume. These were moving so well, and I had them listed at 10.89. We were losing a little bit of volume, and I was kind of concerned, so I decided to list the second one that I was holding for 9.4. It ended up working out though because I ended up falling asleep and I woke up to a sale of 9.4 and a second sale of 10.69. In for 2 at 6.8 a piece, out for 9.4 and 10.7. Solid plus 6.5 Sol flip in a little over 12 hours. So at this point we're doing very well. We're up 7.5 Solana, but here's the perfect time for me to add this disclaimer. Obviously, I always say this is not financial advice, but you guys need to understand that I am an absolute degenerate. I'm a gambler. Please do not make the plays I make just because you see me talking about a project. Do your own research. I FOMO in so hard. I'm making plays that probably aren't the best plays because I have this challenge going on where I need to consistently be making content, so I need to make plays. If I was being more patient, more consistent, making only the best plays, I'd probably do better, but I'd have less content. So do not follow my plays, and please don't be mad at me if you mint a rug. I mint so many rugs. So now is a really good time for me to explain why there's only 16.8 Sol in this wallet. Well, you see, if I click this button, I can go to wallet 2. What I ended up doing was transferring 3 Sol from the main wallet that we're doing in this flipping challenge to a second wallet, and this is the only wallet that I will be minting from. Projects like Big Daddy Ape Club that are complete rugs actually were able to drain people's wallets when they connected to their site. That's why I always suggest using a second wallet that you don't have all your Solana in when minting. So again, at this point, I wasn't making the best decisions. I'm making plays for you guys so that I can do the flipping challenge. I ended up minting this project called Shredded Apes. What happened though, first of all, I never win mints, and that's almost a bad thing if I could mint it. They weren't minting out, and the team was saying the reason was because there was a bunch of Solana congestion. Obviously, for me, I just assume, hey, look, no one's minting this project. I just lost 1 Solana. That was days ago. I completely gave up on that project. I was scrolling through Magic Eden, and somewhere in new collections, I saw Shredded Apes. I clicked in it so fast. I saw the floor was 1.6, and I cannot tell you how fast I floored that ape at 1.59, and it was the best sale of my life to make 0.5, 0.6 Sol. And that's what I said right here. I've never had a trade make me feel that good. I FOMO minted Shredded Apes, felt like I needed to make a play for the challenge. Immediately regret it, and when I thought I was getting rugged, I wrote off the 1.1 Sol it took to mint. But then I went on Magic Eden and saw that it lists as a new collection. Floor was 1.6. I floored that, and it sold. So now, excluding fees, we're up 8 Sol so far just in this episode. But there's 2 more projects that we need to talk about, and this is where I'm going to show you how I use Solsniper. Okay, so this is Solsniper, and this is my favorite tool, and I'll show you why. There's a certain amount of numbers that we want to look for that tells us if a project is going up or down. This shows us the floor price of 4.9 Sol for this project, and this blue line above shows you what the 10th NFT above the floor is listed at. So this gives you a really good idea of how much profit you could immediately make just when 9 come off the floor. This is total volume. This isn't that good of a stat because it's just always going to go up, obviously. But the ones that really matter are right here. The last sold price and the total listings count. If you can see the total amount of listings dropping from 140 to 100, and you're probably going to see a direct correlation right here of total listings. And if you go up, this is going to be going up. And the reason I can tell you it's going up is because I'm in this project. And when I started this video, this was sitting at 3.8. And this is the first time I'm seeing it's almost at 5 Sol. That project that we're looking at is Secret Sphinx. Earlier today, I bought Secret Sphinx at 2.1 Sol, and I quickly scalped it for 2.78 very quickly. The gap between the floor and 10 from the floor was shrinking, and the amount listed was actually going up, so I thought it was a great time to exit. But I really like this project, and so does my boy Easy Eats. I'm not fumbling the Sphinx back. He just said that recently at 8 p.m. So I decided to get back in on Secret Sphinx, even though I already scalped it. I'm going to buy it at a higher price. I bought in at 3.88. So 2 hours ago, you see that I bought in at 3.88. Immediately listed it for 4.89. I was like, hey, I'm just going to come in and out again. That's a high price sitting at around 5 Sol. It's held that number really well to stay up at 4. I think it's a good time to come back in. I think it has some more legs behind it. So about an hour ago, I tweeted, think I'm back in on Secret Sphinx is here around 3.8. I've been liking seeing the price hang out up here, targeting 5. So as you can see, exactly what I said on my Twitter is what I did. Bought at 3.88 and targeted at 5, 4.89, immediately listing it. If we go up to the top, I'm just finding this out right now with you guys. 11 minutes ago, apparently it just sold for 4.89. So let's check that Phantom wallet. That Phantom wallet is back up to 21.4 Sol. And don't forget, we have another wallet too with 3 Sol chilling in that. I know a lot of you like that I have this spreadsheet listed. Don't just base your research off this. Just use this as a starting point to dig into project. But I list in the description below a link publicly to my spreadsheet that I do research on these upcoming Solana projects. I'm in here because I want to tell you guys my upcoming plans. There's 2 projects tomorrow and Saturday that I'm going to be targeting at mint, and I'm going to be playing in the secondary market. Those 2 projects are Soul Dogs and the Sweets. If you want to know more about those, check that video above that links to 6 upcoming Solana projects that I'm looking at. We started this challenge with 10 Solana. We flipped it all the way up to 24.5 Sol in just over a week. Today is day 9 since episode 1 dropped. We're a quarter of the way there, and like I said, this is my favorite video to record. I love recording for you guys. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. Please do me a favor, comment down below, like and follow me on Twitter so we can talk in real time. Maybe you're a Degen like me, you don't care about losing money. We'll talk and we'll make some plays together. So like the video and let me know what you think we should do with this 25 Solana going into episode 5.